Hey y'all. As y'all jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. As y'all jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to our Tuesday night happy hour. I'm your friend Jerry Toliver, CEO of Fly Credit, and we are here to have some fun today. I'm going to give y'all 3 hacks to turn your credit into cold, hard cash. Now, I know y'all want some money in your bank account, right? And did you know that you can get the money from the banks and you can do it legally? You can get thousands of dollars from the bank legally. So if you got some plastic in your wallet, if you got some credit cards in your wallet, and you're trying to figure out how can I liquidate it and turn it into cash, I need to see some money bags in the chat. I need to see some money bags in the chat. Hey, y'all. I've got Omar in the house. I got Trina from Pennsylvania in the house. As y'all jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. I got Georgia in the house. Hey, y'all. Welcome to our Tuesday night happy hour. Hey. We are streaming on YouTube. We're streaming on Facebook. And we're streaming on Instagram. Dallas in the house, Atlanta in the house. Hey, y'all, as y'all jumping in here, don't be shy. As y'all jumping in here, I got New York in the house. I got money bags in the house. Hey, y'all, I love doing these happy hours because this is really a moment to help you with taking your credit to the next level. So if you're struggling with understanding like how you can really put your credit to work for you, then that's what we're here to talk about today. So I'm very excited to have y'all here. I've got Houston in the house. I've got a couple of people from Houston in the house, actually. Pennsylvania in the house, Texas in the house, Dallas in the house. Hey, Megan. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Olden. I love it. All right, we're going to be getting started in about a couple of minutes. I'm going to give people opportunity to jump on in here, and we're going to get this party started. Now, the reason why I thought it was important, let me take a sip. Ooh, that tea is spicy. All right. So the reason why I wanted to talk to y'all today about how you can turn your credit into cash is because a lot of the times we think of credit as a way to get into debt, or we think of credit as a way to just ruin our finances. But credit really is a tool that can help you take your finances to the next level and help you unlock a whole new world of money that you can tap into at your fingertips. Now, y'all know I rave and rant about credit cards all day because I love these little pieces of plastic. They're like plastic gold mines where you can get rewarded, you can get cash back, you can get free trips, you can get 0% rates. You can really do a lot of stuff with credit that many people just don't know how to do. So what I want to do today is I want to teach y'all 3 proven ways to turn your credit into cold, hard cash. Dollar bills, y'all. For real. Because your credit shouldn't just be sitting around here just not being put to good use. That's the best way I can put it. Your credit should be used as a tool to set yourself financially free. Your credit should be used to build wealth for you and your family. Your credit should be used to take your life to the next level because it's there for you. Because let's be 100. Most of the time when we're talking about credit and cash, most people say that credit is trash, but cash is king. And don't get me wrong. Cash is king, but cash is only really king when you have a lot of it. And so if you don't have a lot of cash, what do? You borrow. That's what you do. You borrow the money to go buy the house. You borrow the money to go buy the car. You borrow the money to go to school. You borrow the money to do whatever it is you need to do. You borrow the money to grow the business. You borrow the money in order to take your life to new levels because you don't have the cash to do it right now. And that's perfectly okay. So I'm going to teach you today how you can get those credit cards in your wallet. And so for my people actually that already have these credit cards in their wallet and you're wondering like, what else can I do with it other than swipe it and get it into debt? I'm going to show you how to turn it into a money machine. So if y'all want a money machine in your wallet, if you want a couple of money machines in your wallet, you want to know how to put it to good use, then let's talk about that today. So I need to see some money bags in the chat, and then we're going to get this party started. Now, if this is your first time here to one of my happy hour trainings, I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat. If you've been here 2, 3, 4, 5 times or more, put a 2, 3, 4, 5 in the chat for me today so I can see who's in the house. Because if I got some newcomers, it's all good. I'll just quickly introduce myself. If everybody here is familiar, then we're going to get down to business. I got money bags in the chat. Hey, y'all. I got Brownsville, Texas in the house. I got DC in the house. I got a lot of people in the house. Hey, y'all. So glad to have y'all here. So I do have a couple of ones. I got a 1, 1, 1, 1. I got ones, more ones. All right, y'all. So because I do have a couple of ones, I got some 4, 5, 6s in the chat. Hey, welcome back. So for all my ones in the chat, this is our happy hour training. My name is Jerry Toliver, and I am the CEO of Fly Credit and the creator of the Fly Credit University, where we help you get the credit that you deserve. Now, I was a lot like y'all 8 years ago. I had trash credit. I couldn't get approved for nothing, and it was just a mess. And I had racked up over $30,000 of credit card debt trying to build my business because I was kind of really new and fresh to this thing. When I learned about credit, it was really a beautiful mistake because I didn't really know much about credit. I got into debt. I had collections. I had poor personal credit scores. I just didn't know what to do with credit. All I knew how to do with credit was spend. And unfortunately, when you spend on your credit without a plan, you land into a lot of debt and a lot of frustration. And unfortunately, that was my life for quite a few years until I decided that I wanted to become a homeowner for me and my 2 children. And so I hired somebody to help me with my credit. Long story short, he scammed me at $800, and I had to figure out how to do it on my own. So I learned how to repair my own credit. I took the steps. I got educated. I even got certified for credit repair, so I can learn the ins of out of credit repair and learn how to turn my credit around. And that's exactly what I did. I took my scores from a 545 to a 765 in 8 months. And then I bought my first house for me and my kids. And people started asking me, well, Jerry, how did you do it? And I taught them how to do it. I taught them how to repair their own credit so that they can buy homes, cars, get more credit cards, build their businesses, pay off debt. It's been amazing, the transformations that we've been able to help people experience. And it's all because of credits. So one question that I get all of the time is from people that have good credit. They've rebuilt their credit. They've repaired their credit. And their question is, well, what next? What do I do next? Here's what you do next. You use your credit to unlock new levels of wealth, new levels of freedom. And I'm going to show y'all 3 ways to get that done, because your credit is a tool and it's there for you to put to good use. But if you don't know how to use it, you're going to make a lot of the same mistakes that I made with my credit. And I don't want to see y'all do that. I don't want to see y'all be frustrated. I don't want to see y'all lose time. I don't want to see y'all lose money. I don't want to see y'all lose everything because you weren't educated about what to actually do with credit. So I don't want you to throw your credit cards away. I don't want you to cut them up. I don't want you to close your credit card accounts. I want you to put them to good use. I want you to tap into these plastic gold mines and set yourself free. So if you want financial freedom, I need to see free in the chat, and we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Go ahead and put a free in the chat. And then I'm going to show y'all 3 ways on how to use your credit to get some cold hard cash into your bank account, and how to do this legally. Okay. You ain't got to rob no bank. You ain't got to stick nobody up. All you got to do is learn how to use your credit cards the right way. So once I see my free in the chat, show me the money. Okay, Cammy, I got you. Okay, cool. I got free in the chat. All right, y'all. So let's talk about what this looks like. Okay. If you're trying to turn your credit cards, all your beautiful I call it my money team. If you want to turn your money team into cold, hard cash, you got to understand why you're doing this. Now, there's a couple of reasons why some people would decide to turn their credit into cash. And I want you to put it in the chat. Why do you want to turn your credit into cash? You've got credit cards in your wallet. They're looking you dead in your face. And you're just like, what do I do with these credit cards? Now, let me know, if you want to turn your credit into cash, why do you want to do that? Now, there's a couple of reasons, some very consistent and popular reasons why most people end up doing this. One, they need some super quick access to cash and they don't want to go apply for a loan. Because when you go through a loan process, you literally have to fill out for the application. You got to get your credit ready. You've got to, hope and pray that you don't get denied. And there's, some risk that's involved with that. You may not want your credit pulled, right? But your credit cards can give you quick access to cash so that you can, pay a bill, or maybe you need to take care of an emergency, or maybe you just need some cash in your wallet for a weekend or for a trip and you don't want to use your debit cards. Because I'm the queen of not using debit. I know I talk about it all the time. Put those debit cards away. Like literally lock them away, put them in a safe. I tell my members all this all the time. Put your debit cards away and only carry your credit cards, because carrying your debit cards come with too much risk. And you can take cash off of your credit cards just like you do a debit card. So there are some pros and cons to this that we're going to talk about. But the great thing is, when you use your credit cards to get cash, you get quick access to cash to take care of an emergency. You can also increase your income when you use your credit cards, and you can use the cash off of your credit cards. And there are a couple of other ways that you can turn your credit into cash that we're going to talk about today, but you can literally make more money just by using your credit cards. So if y'all want to make more money, then you came to the right place to talk about it, because that's what your credit cards are there to help you do. Now, I made the really sad and sorry mistake of consuming on credit. And a lot of us make this mistake. We use our credit to buy things that mean nothing. We go buy shoes, we go buy clothes, we go buy just stuff, right? Just stuff that have absolutely no value. And unfortunately, I made that same mistake too with my credit. And it was a very hard and expensive lesson that I had to learn, but I'm glad that I learned it, because I could still be here making the very same mistakes, wasting the same money and wasting the same time trying to figure it out. But instead, I learned the ropes. I understand the game, and I know how to play it to win. And so I don't come to play to lose. I come to play to win. I come to get on the field. I come to score some touchdowns and score some 3-pointers and ultimately win the game. And so if you want to win the credit game, then you have to understand, how can I put my credit to good use? Now, I've got some answers in the chat. Some people say I want to leverage my credit. Some people say I just want to pay off some debt. Some people say that I just need cash. And I want to put my credit to better use. That's cool. You can definitely do that. And here's the first way that you can make that happen. Now, you have some credit cards out here that give you the option of using what we call a cash advance. Now, not every credit card gives you this option, and we're going to talk about another option if your credit card doesn't give you the opportunity to use a cash advance. But what a cash advance basically is an option that you could literally use to pull cash from your credit cards through an ATM. You can pull cash from your credit cards using convenience checks, and you can actually use your credit card to transfer to your checking account depending on how your credit card is structured. So like, for instance, I have a credit card with Navy Federal, and one of the great perks that I have with my Navy Federal account is that I can pull cash, literally transfer money from my Navy Federal credit card, and I can transfer it into my checking account, that what I have with Navy Federal. And it's as simple literally as just scheduling a transfer. Like you would schedule a transfer from your checking to your savings. This transfer is from your credit card to your checkings. So this is considered a cash advance because you're not swiping it for a purchase. Generally speaking, your credit cards they're usually there just to swipe for purchases, and most people don't use it to take off cash. And there's a couple of reasons why. Because cash advances come at higher fees than regular purchases would on a credit card. So when you swipe on your credit card for, let's say, a pair of shoes, you're probably only going to spend about 17% of interest on that purchase. And then not only that, the interest on that purchase doesn't start accumulating until your next statement date. So if you buy the shoes this month and you pay it off by your next statement, you pay no interest. But when you use a cash advance option, the interest starts accruing the moment that you take out the cash on this cash advance. So you don't have what we call a grace period when it comes to interest on your credit cards. So if you don't know how credit cards work, your credit cards give you a grace period when you make purchases on them. So if you make a purchase today and you pay it back within 30 days, you pay absolutely no interest. However, if you pay for those pair of shoes, but you're carrying that balance from month to month to month to month, that's what you're paying interest on. But with cash advances, the moment that you use that option, you pay interest that day. The moment that you do it, it starts accumulating interest that day, and it can be a very expensive option. Not only that, also you should know that when you take out a cash advance, in some cases, your credit card company will charge you a fee. And the fee will probably be about 5% of what you end up withdrawing from your credit card. So make sure that you calculate the fees and make sure that it's actually worth it, because if you're going to carry a balance, it may not be worth it. And if the fees are astronomical, it may not be worth it either. Now, some credit card companies don't charge you cash advance fees. They only charge you the interest that you're going to pay on that balance or that purchase that you make or that cash that you take out. So just know that the interest on your cash advances, they are structured differently than it would be if you just made a regular swipe on your credit card. But like I said, it's so convenient. You can just go to an ATM, you can use the PIN number that you set up for the credit card, and then you can just use it like a debit card. You can just take out cash, and then that's it. You can use it for whatever you need to. You can also use a convenience check. And so let's say, for instance, you need to, get some cash into your bank account. You can use this check, let's say from Discover. Discover offers cash advances. A lot of credit card companies offer cash advances, but they'll give you these convenience checks, and you can write a check to yourself. Make it out to Jerry Toliver for the amount. You can make it out to me, y'all. So write me a check, but you can write it out to yourself for a certain amount and then deposit it into your account. Now, you should also know that cash advances have limits on them. So if you have, let's say, a $1,000 credit limit on your credit card, in most cases, you're not going to be able to cash advance the entire amount. So you're only going to be able to cash advance like 30 or 40, 50% of that. So you may only be able to cash advance $500, right? You only be able to withdraw $500 out of that 1,000. So there are some limitations when it comes to cash advances, but you should just know that option is there in the event that you need some quick access to cash. The next one. So let's say, for instance, your credit card doesn't offer cash advances, because there are quite a few credit cards that don't give you the option to, have an ATM withdrawal. They don't give you convenience checks. They don't give you the option to transfer cash to your bank account. In this case, you could work around it by purchasing gift cards with your credit card. Now, this doesn't work all for every single gift card, but one gift card that it does work for is like MasterCard. So you can go to like mastercard.com, or you can, search MasterCard gift cards, and you can get a gift card from MasterCard directly. And you can use your credit card to do it. You can pay for it using your credit card. So let's say, for instance, you want to get a gift card for your sister. Let's say you want to get a gift card for your sister. You want to give her gift cards that she can use to do whatever, right? Well, what you could do is you can go to MasterCard. You can pick out one of their gift cards. You can customize them and all type of stuff, y'all. So you can pick out a gift card, and then you can purchase the gift card for, let's say, $500. You can then purchase the gift card using your credit card. And then you can use this gift card as like a debit card, because these are usually MasterCard debit cards. And you can take the cash off of that MasterCard through an ATM using a PIN number, because they will give you a PIN number for a MasterCard debit prepaid card. They'll give you a PIN number and you can withdraw cash that way. Now, some credit cards do treat these type of purchases as cash advances, but in some cases they actually won't. And if you are unable to buy, let's say, a MasterCard gift card, you can also buy gift cards from some of your favorite retailers. So if you have a retailer if you love Target, or if you love Walmart, or if you love Sephora, or if you love, Airbnb, you can buy gift cards from these places. And you can use your credit card in order to do it, and you can withdraw cash from it. So that's a great way to turn your credit cards into cash very easily by just buying gift cards. Now, those are two very easy ways for you to turn your credit into cash, through cash advances and gift cards. But let's say, for instance, you want to avoid fees. You don't want to have those high interest rates. You want to turn your credit cards into money, right? You want to turn it into money. You want to turn it into thousands, maybe even millions of dollars. Now, you can do this in a couple of ways. One really easy way to turn your credit into cash is to sell trade lines. Now, what are trade lines? Anybody ever heard of trade lines? Trade lines are when you basically allow somebody to piggyback off of your credit. So if you have that same $1,000 credit card that's been open for, let's say, 10 years, you've never paid it late, it has a really low balance or no balance at all, do you know people will pay you to borrow your good credit? You can add them to your credit card as an authorized user. And the great thing is you can add them to your account without giving them a credit card. They don't have to have access to the account. They don't have to have access to your credit card. None of that. All they gain access to is the history associated with that account. So if the history is great and it's been open for years and it's not maxed out, people will pay for that. And if you have high credit limits, like $15,000, $10,000 credit limits, people will pay you for that. They will pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars to piggyback off of your credit. Now, you can either do this by offering it to your friends and family members, or you can offer this to like trade line brokerage companies, where they'll take, your account, or they'll basically add you to their database, and they'll sell the trade lines for you and pay you a fee. Now, I should mention that you don't want to do this with everybody. Okay. You kind of want to be very picky about this, because some credit card companies have limitations when it comes to authorized users. So American Express is a prime example of this. If you add an authorized user to American Express credit card, the person doesn't get all of the history. So this is kind of the caveat with American Express. So if you add a person to your American Express credit card and it's been open for 10 years and all that good stuff, the history for that authorized user doesn't start until the day that you add them to the account. So they don't get that 10 years of history. So this doesn't really work with American Express, but it works very well with Chase Bank. This works with Capital One. Discover it does, but Discover gives you like a certain amount of people that you can add as authorized users. And some credit card companies do frown upon you adding strangers to your account as an authorized user. So just make sure that you read all of your documentation and those contracts that you get from your credit card company. But that's a great way to make some extra money from your credit cards without worrying about fees, without worrying about the interest rate, because you're not actually using the credit card. You're really just helping other people with establishing better credit, with helping them with building more credit history, and helping them with raising their scores. And I'm a big advocate of helping other people. And so if you can position yourself to help other people by having them or allowing them to piggyback off of your good credit, it's a win-win for everybody. Nobody's losing in that situation. Can you say cha-ching? Okay. You can literally turn your credit into cash by selling it. Now, here's another great way that you can do this. you can turn your credit into cash. And I've done this plenty of times where I have actually had like points and rewards on my credit cards that from like charges that I've made in the past. So there are credit cards that give you cash back. There are credit cards that give you points. There's credit cards that give you miles. There are credit cards that give you rewards, and you can trade in your rewards for gift cards. You can trade in your rewards for trips, for flights, tickets, and you can sell this stuff. There have been plenty of times where I've sold flights on eBay. I've sold gift cards on eBay. So, which is interesting because I've had like Saks gift cards. I've had $350 Saks gift cards. And what's amazing is people will spend more than the $350 for a $350 gift card from Saks. I don't know why people do that, honestly, but they do. I have sold Saks gift cards. I've sold plane tickets. I've sold hotel stays. I've sold gift cards just from trading this stuff in with my points and rewards. So you can sell gift cards. You can sell stuff that you get from your credit cards. I've purchased shoes, I've purchased bags, all type of stuff with my credit cards, and I've sold this stuff on eBay. So you've got to get more creative with how you really look at your credit cards, how you perceive, how the mindset, right? The mindset around how you can actually use them to make yourself more money. Because at the end of the day, your credit should be used to make yourself more money. It should be used in creative ways to help yourself with building an income because it's a tool to help you with doing it. But if you use it to consume, if you use it to get into debt, if you use it for these unproductive reasons, then you're not going to be very happy with your life months or years down the line because you're going to be struggling with debt. You're going to be stressed out, and you can't really do a lot of productive things when you're stressed out because all you can think about is the stress. All you can think about is your lack of money. All you can think about is, what am I going to do about my finances? And when you're constantly focused on that, you create more lack in your life. You create more financial problems and circumstances that you don't even want to find yourself in because it's a vicious cycle that is very hard to break if you don't know what's contributing to it. So your credit cards can help you get out of debt because you can sell your good credit. Your credit cards can help you build wealth because you can sell, you can leverage, you can purchase things and sell it. I purchased things for Black Friday sales, sold them on eBay for more money. I've purchased gift cards, sold them for more money. I've sold trade lines to people because come on now. How many credit cards do I have? People that have been here a long time. I've got over 30 credit cards. Y'all don't think I sell that? Y'all think I just have them in my wallet just to say I have them in my wallet? Come on now. We got to be smarter than that. You got to be quicker than that. So that's the best way that you can turn your credit into cash because you don't want to be poor. Poor people sit around and they think about, well, I can't afford this and I can't afford that and I can't make money and there's no opportunities. When there's plenty of opportunities right there in your face. In fact, there's more opportunities than have ever been in our lifetime. There's so many ways for you to raise your credit score. There's so many ways for you to get your hands on the bank's money. There's so many ways to leverage it and create side hustles and build wealth for yourself. But the problem is you're not focused on that. The problem is you're looking for little shortcuts and fast tricks and hacks and solutions when it don't have to be that way. There's plenty of really easy ways for you to get credit and money and build wealth, but you gotta get creative about it. And those are 3 very creative ways to go about it. So number 1, use your credit card to do a cash advance so that you can get quick cash. And I've used this in plenty of different situations, plenty of different scenarios, and it's a great option if you need it. Number 2, if you don't have a cash advance type of benefit on your credit card, then you can purchase gift cards in order to do that. And then if you purchase gift cards, you can sell those gift cards to make more money. And then you can also sell your good credit by selling authorized trade lines to make more money too. So can somebody say cha-ching? Cha-ching. Now, which one of y'all, which one of these tips are you going to use? Are you going to sell your good credit? And if you don't have good credit, are we going to start working towards that? Can we all agree that there are some major benefits to having credit cards in your wallet? I know all the time I talk about the fact that you need to dump your debit cards and switch to credit, but this is one of the main reasons to do it, because you can turn it into income. Guess what you can't do with your debit cards? Sell them. You can't sell your debit card history. Right? You can't sell that, but you can sell your credit card history, and people will pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. I have a Chase credit card that has a $17,000 limit on it. It's been open for almost 4 years now. It's my Chase Sapphire card. I was waiting for so long. I had stopped applying for credit cards and everything because I really wanted this card in my wallet. Not just because it had, great perks, rewards, but because I knew that I was going to get a really high credit limit on that credit card and I was going to be able to sell it. Guess how much people pay me to ride that credit card as an authorized user? Just guess. Just put a wild guess. How much somebody will pay to be an authorized user on a credit card that has almost an $18,000 limit and has been open for 3 years? Just wild guess in the chat, y'all. Just a wild guess. Put it in the chat for me. Let's see. I got money bags. Hey, y'all. How safe is it? It's very safe, actually. Cha-ching. So the average person pays $2,000 to be an authorized user on that credit card. $2,000 to be an authorized user on that credit card. So I don't have any limitations on how many people I can add to that card as an authorized user. So if I sold 10 people this same card, I made $20,000. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I don't know what you could do with $20,000, but I can tell you now that it can be a life-changing type of income for people if they do this the exact way, the right way. So if you don't have good credit right now, this is one of the main reasons to get your credit together. Not only because you need it, right? Especially for all my small business owners out here, but because there's so many opportunities that you can create for yourself if you do. Because there are a lot of opportunities that are passing you by because you don't have good credit. There are a lot of opportunities that you're not able to take advantage of because you don't have good credit. Your business can't grow because you don't have good credit. You can't buy the house because you don't have good credit. You can't get the car because you don't have good credit. There's so many limitations to your finances because you don't have good credit. And so if you want to build wealth, if you want to have freedom, then this is the very first step. Get your credit together. So if you've got bad personal credit scores, you need to be working on that. If you have damaged credit with collections and bankruptcies and repos and all this negative stuff, clean that stuff up, because you are literally going to open up a door of financial wealth, freedom, and new levels just by having good credit. I can't stress this enough, and I'm not going to go on a tangent today, but what I can tell you is this, that if you decide and you commit to having good credit, your life is going to be so different years from now. You're going to pass people up years from now, months from now, weeks from now. You're going to look back and think to yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? Why did I wait so long? Why did I have to think about it? What kept me stuck? Right? Because you can do this today. You can start repairing your credit today. You can start raising your scores today. This doesn't have to be a week, year, monthly, it doesn't have to be that way. This can be done as soon as possible. But if you don't take the steps, if you don't make the commitment, then nothing will ever change for you. Nothing. And if you really want the money bags, right? I saw 4, 5, 10, 12 money bags in the chat. Y'all, give me a break. If you want the money bags deposited into your bank account, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And imagine this. I'm talking about personal credit right now. That $17,000 credit card, that's on my personal side. You can do the same thing with your business credit. You can buy gift cards with your business credit. You can get cash advances with your business credit. Now, authorized users, that's not really something that you can do with business credit because business credit cards don't affect your personal credit, so it won't report to anybody's credit anyway. But the great thing is you're going to have way higher limits. I have multiple credit cards with over $30,000 limits. Multiple. Over 4. I think I have 5 now. Have 5 credit cards. I felt like 5 credit cards with a $30,000 limit or more. So when you really think about the possibilities and the opportunity that you can create for yourself just because you have good credit, the sky is the limit, my friends. The sky is the limit. Put that in the chat. The sky is the limit because you create your own opportunities. And the reason why you're stuck is because you're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you. Because I can help you fix your bad. Y'all can help you fix your bad credit. I can help you build business credit. I can help you get the high limits. I can help you get approved. It's what we do. But if you don't take the steps and you don't take the risk and you don't get out on the field and play, then you're never going to win the game. So I challenge you to explore these options. If you don't have a credit card in your wallet today that gives you the option to use cash advances, then explore the option for gift cards. If you don't have a credit card that gives you points, rewards, and cash back and miles, explore that because you can sell the miles. People pay for miles. People pay for hotel points. I sell my points for Marriott. I sell my travel miles. These things have value. They have value. Your credit cards are an asset. And in the name of wealth, when you're trying to build wealth, you collect assets. And the great thing is, assets that appreciate and grow are great for your wallet. When you're buying real estate that appreciates, that's great for your wealth. When you're buying stocks that appreciate, it's great for wealth building. When you're getting credit cards with limits that constantly get higher, you're growing your assets. That's what you're doing. And so don't think of a credit card as just this get into debt tool. Nah, it ain't that at all. And I don't care what nobody tells you out here in these streets. A credit card is a tool for you to build new levels of wealth for yourself, for your family, so that you can take the trips around the world, so you can take better care of your family, so that you can buy the kids the education that they need to thrive, so that you can get what you need to grow the business, so that you can really live life on your terms and do what you were called to do. Truth be told, that's just the bottom line. Because your credit cards can help you with doing it. The sky is the limit. And so those are my 3 tips for you guys today, so that you can take your credit cards and turn them into cold hard cash. Thousands of dollars. And so let me know, which one are you going to be using today? And a matter of fact, I just know without a shadow of a doubt that if you use these tips, you really take this into consideration and take it very seriously, your life can be different. A month, a year, 10 years from now, your life can be so different. Because if you would have asked me 8-9 years ago, if I thought my life would be this, if I thought that I would have over 30 credit cards, if I thought that I would have access over $800,000 or more in credit. If you would have asked me if I thought that would be my reality, I would tell you no, because I used to be scared of credit. I used to be afraid of swiping those cards. I used to be so afraid of getting into debt again. I used to be so afraid of being stressed out about how I'm going to be able to pay off the debt and what am I going to do. I used to be just so ignorant and just so clueless about what to do with my credit. But I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that once you get the right knowledge, once you understand the plays, once you get the game, and once you understand how to run it, there ain't nothing nobody can tell you. There's nothing nobody can tell you. Because once you have the education, once you have it here, nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take it away from you. And so I want y'all to really explore that. Like, really think about that. What is my next move? What does my next level look like? And use credit to help you with doing it. And so, that's my best advice for y'all, to turn your credit into cash. And I want y'all to start doing that right away to take it to the next level. And if you need some help, my friends, if you need some help with getting your credit to a level where you've got thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars available to you, hit me up. It's what I do. Here at Fly Credit, we help you get the credit that you deserve, because I believe that you deserve the high credit limits. I believe that you deserve to be able to build wealth. And I believe that you deserve to get the banks and other people to help you with doing it. I believe that. And so if you believe that, hit us up at Fly Credit. Hit us up, because we have the tools, we have the resources, we have the courses, the education, the programs that you need to make it a reality. I've been in this business for almost a decade. I've helped thousands of people get approved. I've helped thousands of people raise their credit scores. I've helped thousands of people get business credit. And so I know what it takes to get the job done. And so if you want to get the job done, hit us up at flycredit.com. Hit us up at flycredit.com. Schedule a consultation with us or check out our courses. We've got plenty of courses to help you with repairing your credit, building 850 credit scores, getting approved for credit cards with high limits, raising your limits, getting points, rewards, cash back, and everything that you could possibly imagine when it comes to credit. So you can hit us up at flycredit.com. And I will be more than happy. We'll be more than happy to help you with crossing the finish line. Now, for all my business owners in the house, I don't know if y'all heard, but next week I've got my 7-day business credit sprint that's coming up. And I think we're about at 80% capacity right now. So we have a few spots left for it. And if you want to grab your spot, then jump on in. We're going to be talking about the best practices and the best ways to build business credit without using your personal credit. So if you don't know where to start with your business credit, it's all good. That sprint is going to show you how to get started the right way. I'm going to show you how to build a credible business. I'm going to show you my exact formula on how to build business credit the right way, how to build solid business credit scores, how to get business loans, lines of credit, business credit cards, whatever you need, equipment, SBA loans, I got you. We're going to be starting next week on Monday. It's going to be 7 days of live trainings with me. I'm going to show y'all the ropes in the game to get started with building business credit and doing it the right way. No more wasting time, no more wasting money, no more trying to figure it out on your own. Nah, lock arms with a professional. Lock arms with somebody that's been there, that's done that, that's got the proven results to back it up. And I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. So hit us up at flycredit.com. And I think the link for that actually is flycredit.com/7-day sprint. That's FLYYcredit.com/7-day sprint. And we're more than happy to help you guys out. Just make sure that you enroll as soon as possible, because we're going to be closing down the doors on my 7-day business credit sprint soon. As soon as it fills up, which it always does, it is going to close down. You're going to have to wait until next time. And my next one is going to be next month. And that's going to be the very last sprint that we do for the year. So if you want to get in on the sprint, you need to get in, because I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to get started with building business credit the right way. But I hope y'all take the steps that I've given you today. And I hope that you really take heed to the information and you really start making those strides and take those steps to start getting results immediately, because I'm here for it. And so for all of my people that may have jumped in here late, this has been recorded, so you can always jump in here and see it again. This is live on YouTube. It's on Facebook. All my Instagrammers, sorry, the replay is not going to be on here, but you can see it directly on our YouTube page at the Jerry at Fly Credit. So hit us up. Let me know how I can help you. I'll be more than happy to. We can help you with your personal and your business credit, and be more than happy to help you with getting the credit that you deserve. But thank y'all again for joining me on my Tuesday night happy hour. We do this every single Tuesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, so we can help you with getting the personal credit and the business credit that you deserve. Again, my name is Jerry Toliver, CEO of Fly Credit and the creator of the Fly Credit University. I'll see y'all next time for our Tuesday night happy hour. Until then, I hope y'all have a great night, and make sure that you hit us up, flycredit.com, and join us for our 7-day business credit sprint. I'll see y'all next time. Good night, y'all. Bye.